Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is James Oliver, founder and CEO of We Montage. We just appeared on CNBC's West Texas Investors Club, and so we're just doing a little Q&A. Hopefully some folks will jump in. I sent out an invitation a little while ago. Wanted to be able to answer people's questions and, I don't know, just kind of get a sense for where people were thinking about what they saw, how they felt about it. And yeah, let's put this like this, trying to put this landscape here and see how that works out for me. Hopefully some folks will pop in and we can have a nice little chat about what people saw. So let's go hang out for a little bit and see who pops in to the video here. All right, we got one person, right on. Who's that? Who goes there? Am I sideways? Am I, what's going on? My video situation here. Oh, looks like I'm crooked. Ah! That's hilarious. So I totally set this thing up to be positioned differently. As you can tell, it's my first time using Facebook Live video. All right, right on. So I'm looking at my computer here. So who's that? Jeff Tepper, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I fixed it. Thanks for popping in, man. I guess we could wait a few minutes. Sorry if I'm just looking at my computer here, which is how I knew I was sideways, trying to see what's going on in this video thingy. But what's going on, man? Did you get a chance to watch the show? JT, did you watch the show? Any thoughts about what you saw? We need some audio on this Facebook video live thing, right? I know we had a few people that subscribed, so it's going to hang out for a second and see who pops in. All right, we got one more person. Who goes there? Who's that? Yeah, you know, I see what you're saying, Jeff, about the kid situation, but you know, there was a lot more to the story that I shared with them, and that they completely edited out, you know, for that narrative. Hey, Angelica, thank you. So yeah, Jeff. So I mean, everybody. Hey, Carrie. Everybody knows my story. That you know, the kids were born prematurely. We're in the NICU. I was supposed to go to the accelerator. After that, I was like, I'm not going. Yeah, no, I hear you. So I hear you, Jeff. But what I'm saying is, you know, when that happened, I wasn't going to the accelerator. My wife was the one that said, I got to get my butt down to the accelerator because the family needed We Montage to be successful. So that was her decision. I couldn't believe she said that. So I told them all that on the episode, but you know, for whatever reason, I just got cut out. So, you know, that's just the way they made it seem. You know, there was more information that was shared with them than that, but you know, it's television. They edited it for entertainment purposes, and that's just kind of what happened there. So like, what else? Hey, Carrie, how are you? What's going on, Angelica? So, you know, they can have their opinion about it, but certainly, you know, I didn't go there for lessons on how to manage my family. You know, my family and I make decisions that are best for us, and we live with those decisions. And that's it. Angelica, I'm good, man. You know, I thought overall the episode was pretty good. I mean, I think you could definitely tell it was edited in some places with like some contrived laughs here and there, and you know, the whole 6%, 8%, always fudging the numbers. I just thought that was a little ridiculous because it was clear the conversation was about the 250K, which I explained all that. And then the 6 to 8% was about some other, the startup accelerator investors who got a small percentage, and, you know, not knowing if it was 6% or 7% 3 years ago to say, I don't know how much I own, which is completely hyperbolic and just if they want to know how much I own, they could have easily asked me. I could have easily told them that information. So, but overall, I feel good. I thought it was good. It was fun. Had a good time, and I'm glad I had a chance to get on the show. Anybody else have any other questions? Really, I'm just here to answer questions. You know, if people wanted to get had some questions about what the experience was like to be on the show, happy to answer those. Anybody else? Going once, going twice. Nobody? Nothing? Nada? All righty then. Well, so anyway, yeah, no, I got anything you would change. Yeah, you know, that's a really good question, Angelica. Hold that question, Carrie. I'll come back to that in a second. What would I change? You know, the main thing for me is I really wanted to just be upbeat, have fun with the guys, you know, not be too serious, but to tell my story and to get my talking points across about the product. I told a lot of my story and shared a lot of information about the product, which was really edited out, you know, for obvious reasons. They got to fit it into a segment. So I felt like I did that. In terms of what I would have did different, you know, I was really nervous. So maybe I would have been a little less nervous. I don't know. So Carrie, you know, was able to speak with the guys off camera only a little bit. You know, you see when the show starts, you see, you know, Butch flies in his helicopter. That actually happens. That's pretty boss. Dude flies in on his helicopter. That's pretty badass. I chatted with Gil in the ride over. He was hilarious. He was just saying all kinds of inappropriate things, which are really funny. Hold that thought, Jeff. If I forget that, if it scoots up, just type it again when I'm ready to answer it. But, you know, just right before the episode aired, the guys were really cool, and they were just like, hey, man, it's good to have you. Like, you know, regardless of what happens, this will be good exposure for you, and I wish you the best. They're actually really, really cool. So it was fun. So Jeff's question, what was it like to meet with the guys from a totally different demographic than yourself, age, race? I mean, to me, that doesn't even matter, man. I was just down there to connect with those guys, try to get some dough, and like I said, to tell my story to the people watching the show. I mean, I felt like I did a good job telling my story, but a lot of it got edited out. I don't feel like I necessarily connected my story with the viewers, just because, you know, for editing purposes, they got to make it a little more dramatic. So that kind of stepped on some of the significance, I think, of, you know, the story and the hustle and the sacrifice and the struggle. So I would say, but yeah, those guys, you know, those people, man, those guys, they're just trying to make a deal. But, you know, I didn't know how much experience they had working with consumer branded online product companies, tech-based, in a new category. I didn't get the sense that they had a lot of experience with that, and especially based on a lot of the questions and the things they were focusing on. But you know, yeah, whatever. I'm just happy to get that exposure, and hopefully, excuse me, people out there, you know, see it, they like me. I mean, so far we've gotten a couple sales already tonight, which is great. Some people were, you know, pinging me on the instant messaging on the website, which is really cool to see. So hopefully, you know, we can get some additional PR from this. I mean, it'll be great if we could get back on the Today Show, because we were on there before, so all in the NBC family. It'd be great if they could bring us back on and say, hey, now we're on the West Texas show and talk about that experience. Going to be doing a tweet chat, I think tomorrow, with NBC Black and partnering up with CNBC and the West Texas people to answer some more questions on Twitter. So, you know, that'd be cool. Angelica, as for that question, like, I'm not allowed to talk about any of that. Sorry. Like, the confidentiality clause in this, in the contract are just nuts. Yeah, I can't talk about that. Sorry. Anybody else have any other questions? So I will tell you, you know, the filming was really long. And sorry, Angelica, it was really long, and it's just funny. They got like boil all that down into, I don't know how many minutes of actual airtime it was, probably 10 to 15 minutes. So it's just interesting. It was really long. I was really hot. I was really nervous. Excuse me. I was really sweating. As I like to say, I was, you know, sweating like Mike Tyson at a spelling bee. I don't actually. I think that hoodie is still upstairs. I don't think I washed it, man. That thing stinks so bad from all the sweat I was doing. I was so nervous, but it was a good time. Hey, Sapna, how are you? Sapna's a friend of mine from business school. What's going on? Yep, all good. Jeff, you got any more questions, bud? I know you got lots of questions. What else you got, man? Sapna, you have any questions? I'm just really here to answer questions. I don't. We filmed that thing several months ago. Hey, Sapna. And I'm just kind of relieved that the episode is now aired. I was a little nervous, I got to be honest, based on the drama they were creating from the teasers. Oh, looks like some more orders just came in. Bam, that's what's up. I appreciate that. So, Carrie, were you in West Texas? I should have warned you about the heat. No, it wasn't hot. It was a couple months ago. It was cool out, honestly. So, side note, I didn't know you were 45. I thought you were 35. Well, I appreciate that. And if actually you could lose the 10 pounds I'm overweight, you might actually think I was 30. Bam! But no, Carrie, like honestly, the people in West Texas were amazingly friendly. Just the accommodations and the way people helped me get my stuff delivered down there and shipped and set up. Just really, like I remember I ordered that easel. There was this one guy from the Office Max down there. I placed the order and he ran it over to the hotel for me after work. I mean, like, who does that? It's just awesome. Any advice from them off camera? No, not really. I didn't spend a lot of time talking with them off camera. It was all before the show is when I chatted with them a little bit off camera. But other than that, I mean, I chatted with Gil a lot in the pickup truck, and he was outrageous. He was so funny. He's actually my favorite guy out of all those guys. But no, nothing really off camera. No advice. Man, at the end of the day, the problem with my business, I try to communicate with them is, we created this new category. The product is brilliant, man. You can see it behind me. So this is a 8x10 remontage of my wedding pictures in my house. The product is brilliant. Our customers love it. Lots of repeat customers. Some people find this, they're like, oh my God, I had this in my head that I wanted to be able to do this, and I found it on Google, but not enough people know that this is possible. And in my mind, this is a logical evolution of the way people display their photos. Jeff, now that it's over, would I have done it again? I mean, yeah, like who doesn't want to get on national television and get a chance to tell their story and pitch their product? I mean, the one thing I wish is we really would have had a chance to spend more time on the quality of the product. I didn't, because the podium was set up the way it was. I couldn't go over there because of the camera angles or whatever. So that was the one thing I didn't really get a chance to show off the product. So that was the one thing I wish we could have done a little bit differently, but just logistically, it didn't work out. Sopton, when does the book come out? That's a great question. So the book is actually written. So I don't know if anybody knows, I'm actually publishing a book. It's called The More You Hustle, The Luckier You Get. You Can Be a Successful Parentpreneur. And it's intended really to inspire parent entrepreneurs, because everybody knows being a parent is hard by itself. Being an entrepreneur is another hard thing. But when you put those two things together, it's like some whole other thing, or as I like to call it, tertium quid. So really, I'm written this book to inspire people to know that they can keep going. They're not alone. They're not crazy. And honestly, I don't care how many of the copies of the book I sell. I just want to inspire people. I want them to know that, there's hope. They can make it. So, but to answer your question, when the book's coming out, I got to get it, excuse me, formatted. Sorry, allergies are really bad. Got to get it formatted for Amazon.com, for print, and then for ebooks. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks. I'm waiting for Mario Armstrong. My man Mario's got to write the foreword. He's not watching right now. I think he's laying in bed or something, he said. But he's got to write the foreword. As soon as that's done, it'll be up. It'll be ready to go. Hey, Shavana, Rembert Span. How are you? Yeah, JT, he kept saying it was a sticker. Like, yeah, like, what do you expect, man? I don't, it's not a sticker, man. This is a premium product. When you look at some of our competitors, who I'm not going to say their names, but some of the bigger 800-pound gorillas in the wall decal space, they're using this vinyl material that I think, when you print on it, it doesn't look that great. I'm using a premium fabric-based material, which makes the colors pop. It's vibrant. It's really, really a great product. So I don't want to refer to it as a sticker. To me, that cheapens it at all. Oh, that's right. You have one. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, Mario is watching. Yo, Mario, where's my forward for my book at, yo? What's up? Need that. Shavana, you have any questions I can answer for you? Mario, where are you? In Boston? Mario's in the building. That's right. I seen you and me went to your Facebook page. I think it's great if you're able to take pics off your phone. Amen. Did you consider an option of allowing customers to do what, Sapna? Now we just need Singleton in. Oh, what's up? I got a Singleton shirt on right now. Pipe Life Dad. That's what's up. Yeah, but that's the thing. You can move the pics, Sapna. See, that's an example of how they edited the content. You can shuffle and you can actually drag and drop to move the pics around. You can change the margin spaces. You can change the color. You can configure it. So the whole conversation about not being able to configure just really didn't make a lot of sense to me. Oh, thanks, Siobhan. I really appreciate that. Will I be changing the platform so I can put a big truck in the middle? Yeah, that's funny. Scram. You didn't give me a due date. Okay, what's today? Tuesday, Mario? I need the forward by Saturday. There you go. Because I need the forward so we can format it so we can get it up. Like, if you actually go on Amazon.com right now, don't go looking for it though because it's not available. But it's actually up there because I was just getting it all set up. But you can't really buy it. So, I mean, thought that was kind of cool to be able to see that. But yeah, Sapna, you can arrange it. You can drag and drop. You can shuffle. We had it set up where people could put things where they want, but people hated that. People just want easy. You load, you click on the created thing and it all, poor brand positioning. Well, yeah, they just said what they wanted to say. Like, I can't control, any of that, right? No, I know. I mean, a lot of, the whole conversations I talked about before about, fudging the numbers, that was just kind of ridiculous. You laugh, you're uncomfortable seeing that. You did great. So actually, a lot of those laughs, what you saw, were completely contrived. They were just edited in. I wasn't laughing all those times. It seemed really phony, I thought, when I watched that. So, jerks. Hey, Shauna. Question, can you mix inspirational quotes with the photo? Yeah, if you have some quotes or copy that are, good resolution, 100%. If you go to Canva and download some quotes and stuff and, a high-res PNG file, you can totally add them. That's actually something I would like to be able to do in the future is add, just have some stock quotes or give people the ability to make up their own copy and have it be at the proper resolution if they could just mix some of those in there. That's something we would love to be able to do in the future. Hey, Patty, thank you so much. We would love to have you as a happy customer. Sarah, what's going on? Renee, Dr. Renee in the building, what's going on? Sarah's one of my neighbors here up in Wisconsin. How you doing? Good to see everybody. Oh, man, we got about 13 people in here. This is awesome. Really happy to see everybody. Any other questions? Sabna, I think you were texting me. You had some questions about marketing or something. Did you have some specific questions about that? Oh, you're about apartments. Yeah, I mean, you asked me about apartments. I mean, we've tried a lot of different things. And honestly, the only thing that really works, the only thing that really has worked is when we get big PR hits like what you saw today, because what we're doing is so unique. If it's a big PR outlet, they have the credibility. That's cool. We can chat offline, but they have the credibility to move people to act. Otherwise, it just doesn't happen. Angie McGinnis, what's going on? Good to see you. Hey, Jeff, tell Sean to join in. I got him rocking his T-shirt. That's what's up. Pop Life. Tell him to get up in here. So, yeah, we can chat offline, Sabna, but I promise you, we've tried it all. Oh, did I try the Sharks? Yeah, absolutely, Patty. We auditioned twice for Shark Tank. Both times we made it past the first round and didn't make the final cut. But we actually were just in an article in Forbes.com a couple weeks ago, Patty. They did a write-up about 18 up-and-coming entrepreneurs who were rejected by Shark Tank. So I was really fortunate to be included in that article. But yeah, unfortunately now I can't go back on Shark Tank or go try to get on Shark Tank because I've been on this show. So unfortunately. But yeah, good question. What's up, Angie? Did you get a chance to watch the show? Saw you on NBC. On the article that they just ran a little while ago, a couple hours ago. Patty? Yeah, I thought that was a really good article. I really appreciate the fact that they told some of my story and talked a little bit about the book. That was really cool. So I really appreciate that. Anybody else? Any other questions? I think you did a great job. Jay Davis, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in, bro. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I was nervous, man. Yeah, I was nervous. Jennifer Bourget, yes. Yes, the incomparable Jennifer Bourget, who is, I just saw, going to be an honoree for Blog Her Voices of the Year. Congratulations. What are you sorry for, Patty? But Jay, thanks for watching, man. It's good to reconnect with you. We went to college with him. So what's next other than the book? Well, hey Jennifer. Well, I'm actually going to be bringing on my advisory board somebody that was a senior exec at one of the big competitors in my space who has a lot of business contacts. And, really, I want to get more B2B customers because the businesses spend 5 to 10 times what the consumers spend. And if I have somebody with some connections, I think I could really make hay and turn this business around like in a major way and get it going in the right direction. What was the research I did on the investors before filming helpful? I watched some episodes. I watched the previous season. There were 8 seasons, 8 episodes. So, yeah, I kind of knew what to expect going in there. I know kind of how they did. Honestly, I was a little surprised that they didn't, make an offer. I get from their standpoint, though, that they didn't like the fact that I had already raised capital. And, yeah, they do really drink beer. That I raised capital, I hadn't been a little bit further along. I totally understand that. So, but, it's all good, man. Sometimes when you lose, you win. So Angie, yeah, you got to watch it on DVR. Real estate apartments test so we can do some testing. Yeah, Sapna, if you actually have some connections in that space, that would be awesome. But, short of that, I'm not really sure how to make hay in that space. But yeah, conceptually, that's a perfect idea. Angelica, I only ask because the nation doesn't know them like we know Mark Damon. Yeah, no, that's a good point. It's still a new show. It seems to be gaining popularity, though. Jennifer, how's business traffic been since it's airing? I had a nice little spike in traffic. It wasn't crazy, though. It wasn't like when I went on Today's Show. Like the Today's Show was just bananas. So I think I had a steady spike of like 400 or 500 visitors on the site for a little while, and then it just kind of died down. Oh, perfect, Sabna. That would be awesome. I appreciate that. So, orders are trickling in, Jennifer, which I, greatly appreciate. So hopefully, honestly, I'm hoping we could get some pickup and get some more PR. There's so many different angles for what we're doing from a PR standpoint. I'm just hoping we can get some pickup and get PR and maybe some new opportunities from somebody who watched the show. Like a lot of business people watch CNBC. So as I was just mentioning, I would really like to get more business customers. So that could be, I'm hopeful that will happen. Angelica, the show seems to be gaining traction, which is great. Totally agree. But it's not the tank, right? It's still a new show. They're building their audience. Twitter was going nuts. Oh my God. When the episode was on, I was having a hard time keeping up with all the tweets, and Facebook was going crazy too. So, that was fun. It was good to see people, enthusiastic about what we're doing. For the most part, I didn't see any haters or trolls on Twitter or Facebook making any stupid comments. Most of it was good. I did see somebody wrote an article about, that I failed to get a deal, and they just kind of, went back and focused on the whole, how they responded about what I did with my family, which is just, ridiculous. The decisions my family and I make, we made those decisions as a family and we're fine with them. We live with those every day. So what they think about what we did with our family is just 100% irrelevant to me. But I think everybody understands that. Patty, good luck. I think you're going to go far. Your story is a hopeful story. Thank you so much, Patty. Thanks. I appreciate it coming in. I know, right, Sapna? That's what I said. That was BS. I know, like I just made that decision in a vacuum. My wife was the one who said, I wasn't going. My wife told me to get my ass down to the accelerator because the family needs me, Montage, to be successful. I was stunned when she told me that. That period was so hard for me. People don't understand. For 2 months, I cried every day Man, I was up at 2 o'clock. I would wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning every day, like while under immense pressure to get this product built so I could get the demo day and raise this capital. I was back home on the weekends, in the NICU, with my wife, with the kids. My wife was calling me every day crying. It was hard, man. And, we did that as a family, so I don't need those guys or anybody talking about what they thought about what I did. Like, I'm just like, whatever, dude. I didn't come on the show to get advice about how to run my family. I came on here to get a deal and get some exposure, right? Right, Team Wife. We own Carnival Rides, and I'd like to make a mural of our ride. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Patty. So, Patty, my email is james@wemontage.com. Feel free to email me, or if you go on the website, there's like a little chat bubble I think pops right up to my phone. And, I have an unhealthy relationship with my phone, as do many entrepreneurs I know. So, yeah, hit me up. I love to work with you. Sopna, exactly, jerks. Like I said, no one should question you as a family man. It's quite apparent on Facebook. I know exactly, right? But those, they're not following me on Facebook, and they don't see how much the things I do and, all the sacrifices we make and how much time I spend. And they don't see all that. They don't see any of that. So, whatever. It's just, it's TV, it's entertainment. They had to create an interesting narrative to draw people in, to make people watch, to give people something to talk about. I respect that. But anybody that knows me knows, like you just said, that is bullshit. Pardon my French. So, yeah, we got a bunch of folks here. Jeff, did you get in the fact that you're at-home dad? I didn't even get into that, man. Or maybe I did. Actually, I think I did talk about that a little bit. I think I talked about how when we ran out of cash, I had to go home and take care of the kids and turn the business around. But, yeah, I totally made it for television. But, I didn't even get into the fact that I raised another round of $100,000 because they seem to have their panties in a bundle about the fact that I had already raised money, But that $100,000 that I raised, the second round, is what I used to, make the site mobile optimized and all those things. And the comments that they were making about, I thought it was kind of funny to say that I shouldn't have gone on the Today Show because we weren't ready. I mean, that's just nonsense. We were ready. We had like $30,000 in sales from the Today Show. So somebody says, I got on like, you may have answered it. Is there a particular client that you would like to work with next outside of your domestic clients, family, wedding, births, etc.? You see more. Your product is pretty universal for everyone. Just wanted to know if there was a wish list for a particular age. Yeah, man, you make a good point, man. There's so many different use cases. I have so many different customers, like nurseries, college dorms. Like I would love to just like crush the college dorms. But we, we just haven't, figured out how to do that. It's just perfect for dorms. You can't put nails in the wall. College students, homesickness and kids that go away to school is an enormous problem. 95% of them have some form of homesickness. And it's our belief that surrounding them with familiar images of family and loved ones could ease their anxiety, let them focus on having fun in their studies, which is what school is all about. But that's been slow going, unfortunately. But, yeah, Patty, but yeah, we just talked about that a little bit. But, I told the whole story. They just edited it and they just went with the narrative they wanted to go with. And, that's fine. They had to do something interesting for television. But there's so many different use cases for the product. Military-based housing, if you put nails in the wall, you could have to pay move-out fees. Or just in general, if you just want to do something awesome, like this is what's in my house. These are my wedding pictures. This is an 8 by 10 foot wedding wall of pictures. Right, like 35 pictures. These are not the most amazing professional quality pictures. They're professional, but their resolution wasn't that great. You can do this with like iPhone pictures. It doesn't have to be that amazing. But there's so many use cases. But really, I want to try to build up the business side of things with business customers because they spend 5 to 10 times what, a regular consumer on average spends about $100 with us. Businesses spend $500 to $1,000 per order with us. So I was saying earlier that I'm hoping to bring somebody on my advisory board that has great relationships, used to work with one of the big competitors in my space, just waiting for his non-compete to be up. We're going to get this done in the fall. So I'm really excited about that. Sean Singleton, my man, Pop Life Shop, that's what's up. I'm doing the family thing, going to head home to watch the episode on DVR. I'll come back and watch the Q&A video. Can't wait to see how it all went down. We my child hustle, that's what's up. Anybody have any dads in their lives? This is Sean's company. It's his t-shirts, Pop Life Shop. Really great company. They celebrate fatherhood. They got great T-shirts. I have like 5 of them. One of them says, "I make adorable babies." That's one of my favorite ones because I do make adorable babies. One of my other ones is "Don't Bother Dad, Football is On." There's this one. Another one is like, "Kids don't get to choose their dad. My kids just got lucky." So anyway, check out Sean when you get a chance. Angelica, did you watch the segment after you? They had no profit and had a $700,000 loss. And did they make them a deal? Yes, the Pop Life Shop. That's right, Jeff Tepper. Did they make those guys a deal? Yes. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not going to comment on it. I'll let you guys decide. I don't know. They lost $700,000. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. Yeah, wow. $700,000 loss is a lot more than $65,000 loss. It's all good though, man. Like I said, sometimes when you lose, you win. So I'm fully expecting that, something really cool is going to happen, between now and the next couple of days, that somebody will see that and something cool is going to happen. The product's brilliant. I mean, just because they didn't get it, like that's okay. Like you heard Rooster saying he called it a sticker. Well, it's not a sticker. Exactly, TV. Angelica, right. Oh, you're so sweet, Angelica. So, okay, Angelica Lou Sweeting, who's on this chat right now. I met Angelica at my first Shark Tank audition in Columbus, Ohio, and she was working on some kind of hair product at the time, which didn't happen, but she moved on and she created the world's first natural hair doll. She got this line of dolls called Naturally Perfect Dolls. And she has the one doll called the Angelica doll. Where is it? It's not. It's on the other side of the house. I bought one for my daughter. All these diverse, complected dolls with real human hair, so that the kids can play. And she created these dolls because her daughter was not, was self-conscious because the doll she was playing with didn't look like her, and she didn't like the way she looked. So she created this company that it's really awesome. The Naturally Perfect Dolls. Angelica is one of 2 people. My other buddy, Brian Davis, is on here too. These guys are one of 2 people that I know that have actually just like crushed Kickstarter. Brian crushed Kickstarter 4 times. He started this company called Fix It Sticks, sold that. He's on to this other thing now called the Weatherneck. He just did a great Kickstarter campaign. Angelica raised $85,000 on her Kickstarter. So Naturally Perfect Dolls, Fix It Sticks. Check those guys. If you're interested in doing a Kickstarter, check those guys out. I'm sure they'd be happy to share what they know. That's right, naturallyperfectdolls.com. That's what's up. So, entrepreneurs, we all stick together, man. We are a tribe. Brian is just sick with the Kickstarter stuff. Brian, you've done 4. You still there? You've done 4 Kickstarters, right? Effectively. Yes? He'd love to have a little Lucy. Oh, little Lucy, is that one of the dolls from my Angelica's thing? Naturally Perfect Dolls? Well, go and buy one if you want one. But I know one of the key, I don't know how to comment, but yes, 4. So one of the key things I know, how did grad school prepare you for this life? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that I necessarily needed to go to grad school to do what I'm doing now. I mean, it's definitely gave me credibility. I think the investors felt a little more comfortable with me, so I think that's a great thing. No, it's not. It was definitely not a waste of money. So I would definitely say like financial modeling skills were huge, because once I had the idea to be able to model out the potential, or just to assess the feasibility of the opportunity, I think was huge. And also just being able to understand various components of the business model, to be able to look at that holistically, was definitely very helpful. So it's definitely not a waste of money. So, but anyway, I was saying, so Brian, with respect to Kickstarter, if anyone is out there wanting to do a Kickstarter campaign, one of the things that Brian always talks about is you have to do a lot of the work up front. You have to have all your social media, your PR, and your blogging relationships in place up front if you're going to have a successful Kickstarter campaign. I'm actually publishing, I actually wrote an article for NBC Black by NBC News, and I interviewed Angelica. That's going to be coming out pretty soon on what to expect after you launch a successful Kickstarter campaign. That hopefully will be coming out soon if, all this national drama would stop. It just needs to stop. Brian. Oh, cool. There we go. Bam. Here we go. 49 tips for successful crowdfunding campaign. Anybody looking to do Kickstarter, like copy that, paste that, open that. That is good stuff. Like that's some gold right there. Gold. That's coming from Brian, who's successfully just crushed 4 Kickstarter campaigns. I don't know how much he's raised in total on Kickstarter, but it's, you know, a couple $100,000 easily, I'm guessing. And like I said, one of the businesses he actually sold. So anybody else have any more questions about the episode or what the experience was like or anything? You know, would I do it again? Yeah, I would definitely do it again if I had the opportunity. When people start Kickstarter PR the day they launch, I just shake my head. Yeah, it's a huge mistake. Hey, Sapna, I really appreciate your support. It's really great to see you in here. Use Brian's guy. That's awesome, Angelica. Yeah, but let's connect offline, Sapna. If you have some connections, definitely keen to explore those with you and see if we can make some cool beans. So if no one has any more questions, I'm gonna bounce out and try to take care of these customers that are pinging me over here. Did you fly in that little plane? Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about any of that. Sorry, bro. Confidentiality clause contract. Can't do it. Yes, let's chat. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to sign off. I really appreciate everybody popping in. Whether as country as they look. Yes. Crystal, what's up? Everyone ask your questions. Awesome. Well, good to see you, Crystal. I appreciate you. I love you, man. You're so awesome. So, all right, well, if anybody has any more questions, you can hit me up, James at WeMontage. You can ping me on the WeMontage Facebook page. You can hit me on Twitter at WeMontage or at James Oliver Jr. Thank you so much. You guys' love and support is like everything. Like being an entrepreneur is hard. Being a parentpreneur is hard. And you guys' support is everything. So thank you so much. I love you guys. And thanks for stopping in. I'm out.